Hello, welcome to the Kansas Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us tonight. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can direct a question to a specific college or university. You could also ask a question that's more general for all of our representatives to answer as well. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions that's been happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. Also know that this presentation, along with the other presentations this fall, are being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters. Tonight, our first presentation will be from Missouri Southern State University.
All right, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for signing up and visiting with us tonight. My name is Whitney Dunbar, and I represent part of Kansas for Missouri Southern State University. I'm also joined by Jennifer Shaw. She covers the other half of Kansas, and she'll be helping out with our chat feature tonight. So as we go through this, it's pretty quick. So if you have questions, please go on the chat. Reach out to us. We're more than happy to help you out. And we can also follow up afterwards if you wanted to send us an email. So for those of you who may not be familiar with Missouri Southern, we are a four-year public university located in Joplin, Missouri. It's in the southwest corner of the state here. We are the fourth largest metropolitan area in the state, and we're bordered by Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So you're not too far away from home, or a few other states if you wanted to go exploring. Missouri Southern has about 5,600 students overall, so we're a good medium to small size university. The majority of our classes do have 30 or fewer students, so you actually get to know your professors, which is a huge benefit in college. It's really going to help you network and get that dream job once you graduate. We have a little over 70 student organizations. This includes Greek life, departmental, religious, political, and clubs just for fun. If there's ever anything that you're interested in starting up that maybe we don't have, you can actually create your own club and then leave your legacy at Missouri Southern. We have 15 Division II NCAA teams available. If you're interested in playing a sport at Missouri Southern, I encourage you to go to the mssulions.com and fill out your contact information there along with your stats. It's a great starting off point. That way coaches can get a hold of you. We have students from 48 different countries, 42 states. We have an international mission as well, which means it also comes with a large study abroad program, along with even a national exchange program that you could study at another school within the states. We have 140 different wonderful programs. They're all professor taught, not taught by grad students or anything like that. You get real world experience to where you're successful in the classroom and then also successful later in life. Some of our largest programs are going to be criminal justice, teacher education, health science, biology, and business overall. Just a quick reminder, FAFSA is now open. The sooner you guys do this, the better. Your first time can be a bit tricky. So if you come across any problems, feel free to reach out to us or our financial aid office, and we're more than happy to help you out. This is a great way to see if you qualify for any of those free Pell Grants. And you also have to have one on file in order to receive any scholarships with us. As residents in Kansas, you qualify for our Lion Pride tuition. So you pay the same in-state tuition rate as you would if you were from Missouri Southern, which is $248.70 per credit hour. So that comes out to be about $7,500 for the year. We do the math for you on here. That's looking at 30 credit hours to keep you on track to graduate in those 4 years. As you can see, we also don't charge additional fees, which is really nice. That way you know what you're coming into and what your bill is going to look like. We do require you to live on campus your first year if you're outside of that 60-mile radius from campus. So that's an additional about $6,500. This is variable depending on what dorm style and meal plan you choose, but you could be all in at Missouri Southern for about $14,000. We have some brand new scholarships I'm excited to bring to your attention. This was just announced last week, so it's so new we don't even have names yet, but they are based on your ACT and your GPA. So you can use this chart here to see if you qualify for one of these, as well as using it to set goals for yourself. So if you're really close to going from that 2,000 to 3,500, maybe you just need 1/10 higher on your GPA by the time you graduate. So these are scholarships you don't have to apply for. If you qualify, you automatically receive them. We have foundation scholarships that are open right now with a deadline of December 15th. So any seniors on here, feel free to go online and complete that. It's just one application per year, and it is well worth your time. We have some brand new dorms opening up this fall called the Lion Village. So we'll have this available with double and suite style rooms, along with 5 other dorm styles available. If you wanted to go online to the residencelife.mssu.edu, you can check out a little bit more of an in-depth look on all the different options. We're currently doing campus tours as well. So this is another great way to see dorms, but also visit with the department that you're interested in studying. So we have in-person as well as virtual tours and some even group tour options throughout the year. If you're interested in applying to Missouri Southern, just go to the mssu.edu/apply. You'll need to request your official transcripts and test scores to send our way. And then as long as you meet one of our 3 requirements, you'll be admitted to Missouri Southern. So either that 21 ACT or 1060 SAT, 2.25 GPA, or top half of your class. We do super scores, so make sure you send us all of your scores as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Jennifer or I. And again, type in your questions and we can reach out to you today. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. We really enjoyed learning all that information. Our next presentation today will be from Fort Hays State University.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Taking the time to come see us this evening. My name is Kyle Stack, and I'm an admissions counselor at Fort Hays State University. First thing we want to show you today, for those of you who are not 100% familiar, is where exactly Fort Hays State is located. So as you can see by our mascot, Victor E. Tiger, we are located about 90 miles straight west of Salina along I-70, kind of right in the middle of the state, so you can't miss us. From a campus size perspective, we've got a total enrollment of right around 16,000 students at 15,908. Now, with that being said, we've got about 4,500 of those students on our campus in Hays, about 7,000 of those students in our virtual college, FHSU Online, and another about 4,500 or so overseas with our international partnerships. So what that means to you, the student, is we're just the right size. We're going to have class sizes that range from about 20 to 25 students, and professors that are going to know who you are. They're going to know your name. They're going to help you with your classwork, and they're going to help you, most importantly, find a job after you graduate. From an academic perspective, we have over 60 majors and minors on our campus, and that is spread out over 5 different colleges. If you're interested in learning more about our academic programs or know what you want to study and want to learn some more information about that, be sure to follow the link down at the bottom of this slide, and you'll be able to see everything that we have to offer at Fort Hays State. So let's talk cost for just a second. What does it cost to attend Fort Hays State? We break our total cost down into 3 main categories. The first of those being tuition and fees. We're proud at Fort Hays to offer the lowest tuition rate for a 4-year school in the state of Kansas. And so where you guys see $5,449.20, that is actually for 30 credit hours on our campus, which is a full year's worth of tuition and fees, and is actually more than you're required to take to be a full-time student. The second category is room and board, where you all see the $8,374 for room and board. That is for a room in McMidas Hall, which is one of our main freshman residence halls, plus our open access meal plan, which is our unlimited meal plan here on campus. And then finally, our third category is books and supplies. Our $606 average is for the entire year, so it's everything you'll need to get through the school year in the classroom, bringing our total cost for the year to right about $14,500, and that's obviously pre-scholarship, pre-financial aid. So next we'll hit on some of those scholarship opportunities. Our automatic Tiger freshman scholarships are what we want to highlight, and those are just what they sound like. So they are automatic freshman scholarships for freshmen coming to our campus this next fall. There are 4 tiers to this scholarship that you may be eligible for, and you can actually find out what you're eligible for today by using the QR code in the top right-hand corner of this screen. If you go to that QR code, you'll be able to use our scholarship estimator to put in your test score and your GPA, which is what we use to decide which scholarship you're eligible for, and you can actually accept that today. You've got until June 30th to get us those test scores, and we're proud to announce that this year we are going to super score your ACT scores to give you even more access to scholarship money. A few other scholarship opportunities we want to touch on briefly here. First, our Access to Academic Opportunity Grant. This is a yearly renewable scholarship and is geared towards our first generation college students. Next, we have the Rudd Foundation Scholarship. If you're chosen to be a Rudd Scholar on our campus, it is a full ride scholarship. So everything that's not covered by financial aid or those automatic freshman scholarships is covered by the Rudd Foundation. And finally, at FHSU, we want to mention our general scholarship application. When you become admitted to Fort Hays State University, you have access to our general scholarship application and the thousands of dollars of scholarships that we have to offer on our campus. And that comes with a priority deadline of November 15th. So briefly here, we want to talk to you about where you're going to live when you're on our campus. We've actually built 5 new residence halls in the last 8 years at Fort Hays State. You can see McMinus Hall and Victory Village. Those are our 2 main freshman residence halls on campus. But we also have a wide variety of other opportunities for you to live on campus. That might be a full apartment style, a suite style, or something that you've yet to see. So talking outside the classroom and outside of where you're going to live, we always love to mention athletics. We are NCAA Division II. We have 9 men's and 9 women's athletic teams. You can see pictured on this slide a Fort Hays State football game, and you as a student here at Fort Hays State get in 100% free to those football games and all of our other athletic events on campus. We also like to highlight our clubs and organizations. We have over 120 clubs and organizations for you to choose from. That could be academic, that could be just for fun. We've highlighted here our FHSU esports team. We are proud to announce that this year, that is a competitive esports organization and another great scholarship opportunity on our campus. So in kind of wrapping up here, I want to talk to you about our visit opportunities. We are wide open for campus visits. You can come see us in person, meet with an admissions counselor, tour campus, meet with an academic department. You can come see us on our Tiger Days, which are events held on our campus, or we're offering virtual visits as well. So we'd love to see you in whatever capacity you can make work. And that's actually the first step on this Tiger checklist. Take a visit with us, send us your test scores, and apply for admission. Once you do that, our office, the Office of Admissions, will step in and we'll help you with all the rest. We'll walk you through the whole process until you're ready to get enrolled and become a Tiger. Thanks again for coming to see us this evening. If you get a chance, like all of our social medias, follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd love to update you throughout the year on everything that Tiger Nation has to offer. Thanks.
Great, thank you so much. Our third institution tonight will be Peru State College.
Hello, everyone. Give me a second here while I will share my screen. All right. Hello, my name is Austin Wegener, and I work at Peru State College, which is a college in the southeastern part of the state of Nebraska. And I've been in this role serving all out-of-state students and international students for the last 4.5 years. So if you have any questions about Peru State, I should be a fairly good resource for you folks. All right, let's get started with our majors and programs that we have here. We have 3 different schools. We have the School of Arts and Sciences, we have the School of Professional Studies, and the School of Education. We are actually Nebraska's first and oldest college. And we started out over 150 years ago with the School of Education, and we have expanded to offer a lot of other different majors and programs, as you can see. The School of Professional Studies houses accounting, business, and criminal justice. We have several solid programs over there. And of course, the School of Education, we have quite a few different teaching endorsements for students. And the School of Arts and Sciences is our most broad school that we offer on our campus. As you guys can see, get excited. We don't have classes on Fridays. We have a 4-day school week here. We have classes Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, and each class would be about, meet with about 1 hour and 15 per class. You can see our average class size is about 19. We are a very small college in the state, in the southeast Nebraska, with only about 900 total students. And as you guys can see here, we're about an hour away from both Omaha and Lincoln metro areas, and about a 2-hour commute from Kansas City, just north of Kansas City. All right, let's see here. I'm going to skip over here to our different costs and scholarships. You can see that our total cost for one academic year is around $17,053 for this academic year. You can see in the bottom left here, it says one rate any state. That means you can be from Nebraska, Kansas, or anywhere else in the country, and we're not going to charge you out-of-state tuition. One thing that's really kind of cool is our Invest in Success Awards. For the first time ever, they no longer require an ACT for those 4 awards. So basically the idea behind them is we are going to invest our successful students here on our campus. And we've done a lot of research finding that the biggest predictor of success at Peru State College is not the ACT, but it's their students' work in high school, and it's their high school GPA. So for those 4 awards, as long as you get admitted and you have the GPA that it qualifies for the chancellors, presidents, deans, and TJ majors, we'll see your GPA with your application, and you'll earn whatever you qualify for. And we also offer athletic and music scholarships as well. You can kind of see a map here where we're located on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. We're right off of I-29. And there's something that as far as visiting our campus, we have 2 different options for our students. Students are welcome to visit our campus either in person. We offer in-person visits Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock, where you'll meet with someone like me, an admissions coordinator, a faculty member in the area that you might be interested in, and go on a tour, and also we'll provide lunch for you. But we're also offering, especially for out-of-state students, we're offering virtual visits that will include everything that an in-person visit would, except without the physical tour of campus and the meal. Our virtual tours run Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock, and you can sign up for one of those just by going on our website. Last but not least, I wanted to kind of describe what type of institution we are. We are an open enrollment institution. So that means we do not have a minimum GPA requirement for admission. Also, this is the first year we are no longer requiring the ACT to be submitted as part of the admission process. So it's a pretty simple process as far as admission goes. Students need to do 2 things to become admitted. Number 1 is to go onto our website and submit the free application at www.peru.edu. And then the last thing is to send your high school transcript from your school counselor. And they can email it to our admissions office or mail it. And that's all that students would need to do to be admitted. All right. Thank you for your time. If you guys have any questions, you guys can reach out to me by going on the peru.edu website. My name is Austin. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Just a reminder, we have the Q&A. We've had a few students submit some questions, which is great to see. As a reminder, you can submit them to ask a question for a specific school's representative, or ask a general question that all of the representatives will be able to answer in the chat, or we may also be able to get to it at the end and share more about those topics. Our next presentation will be from the University of Kansas.
All right, hey everyone. My name is Brian Palermo. I'm the Assistant Director of Freshman Recruitment here at KU. It's my 5th year with the Office of Admissions, and I'm excited to be able to share some information here with you today. In the chat, I have Gretchen Emig. She is one of our representatives who covers Southeast Kansas and parts of Oklahoma. So she's answering your questions in the chat today. I just want to say, you know, we can talk about all these things that we have in common with other universities, but today we're going to kind of focus on what makes the University of Kansas different. And, there are really three main things. So it's the Association of American Universities, it's the City of Lawrence, which is the top 10 college town, and it's really the Jayhawk identity. So the first of those being the Association of American Universities. And with that, the association, when you're thinking of these schools, there's only 36 public institutions in the AAU, or 36 public institutions, 65 in the whole country. We're the only one in the state of Kansas. So when you think of these things, or when you think of the AAU, I want you to remember three things about that. It's the fact that you're going to get some of the best faculty in the world when you're at an AAU institution. You're going to get some of the best facilities to be working and learning in at an AAU institution. And you're going to get a tons of hands-on learning experiences while you're at our university. To give you kind of a sense of what makes this all click for me is that the less than 1% of schools make up the AAU, but those schools receive 60% of the grant funding available for research. That means the other 99% of schools are out there looking for that 40% of research funding to conduct their research. And so what that gets you is it gets you, like I said, some of those best professors, the great facilities that you'll get to be working and learning in, but it also gives you a lot of opportunities for academic diversity. There's 400 different fields of study at KU. You have a 17-to-1 student to teacher ratio. You really have a lot of ways to kind of personalize your academic experience. You can double major, you can add a certificate, you can add a minor, you can study over 40 different languages at KU. You really have the opportunity to personalize your educational experience. When we talk about some of the experiential opportunities that students get to be involved in, we cover those in internships, we cover those in study abroad opportunities, and we cover those in research opportunities. 28% of our students will study abroad at KU. The national average is around 10%. The reason we're so high in that is that students can either go abroad for a week, they can go abroad for a month, they can go abroad for a year, they can do research, they can do internships, and they can just simply study abroad at another university. So there's lots of opportunities for you to really get hands-on learning experiences at the University of Kansas. My favorite differentiator, something that makes KU stand out, is the City of Lawrence. It's constantly in those top 10 college town lists, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that. One, for me, it's just there are so many different things that you can do here. There's constantly live music throughout really any given night of the week. There's great places to shop. There's great places to eat. You could go to a different local restaurant for a month and still have other places to go. I know I'm big into the outdoor scene, and so the fact that we have 500 miles of hiking and biking trails, we've got 3 lakes within 30 minutes of campus. There's really so many ways that students can really engage in the outdoors. But one thing that I love about the City of Lawrence is that it's a place where you can just be kind of comfortable in your own skin. It's a place that no matter who you are, where you're coming from, you can just kind of be comfortable in your own skin. Whether it's your religious beliefs, your political leanings, your gender identity, it's a place where you're going to find a community, and it's a really special atmosphere to be involved in. But also the fact that we are 20 minutes from Topeka, 40 minutes from Kansas City, a lot of our students are able to find internships while they're doing their undergraduate studies. And so we get students that are recruited to Topeka for internships in the state capitol. We have students that are consistently recruited to Kansas City for a variety of internships, whether they be for engineering, marketing, the arts, you name it. There's just a ton of opportunities for students there. And because we have such a strong alumni presence in these areas, students are constantly being recruited to these areas, and those often lead to jobs once they're finishing their undergraduate education. And then lastly, it's the Jayhawk identity. It's a place where, it's really the only place in the world where you can be a Jayhawk. And part of that comes in our student atmosphere and our student community. And you will rarely find a student who's just being a student at KU. They're involved in all of these organizations, whether it's in one of our 40 religious organizations, Greek life, our organizations that look specifically at identity at KU, whether that be Black Student Union at KU or Spectrum KU. There really are so many different ways that you can be involved. And that's just a really special part of being a part of the KU community there. And so last, I want to hit on some priority deadlines for you. The big one that you want to pay attention to this year is the December 1 scholarship deadline. It is you want to have your scholarships in or your application in so you can be considered for scholarships. And with that, they're automatic scholarships, meaning as long as you apply by December 1st, you meet the criteria for those scholarships, you're going to be considered for them, and you don't have to submit any additional information on that. A few other updates. We are test optional this year for our admission. We are also working on a test optional scholarship avenue as well, but more information coming on that soon. And so with that, I just want to say thanks for joining us today. And if you have any other questions, please reach out in the chat or find us at admissions.ku.edu.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Our next presentation tonight will be from Pittsburg State University. And you're doing a great job with the questions, attendees. Keep them coming.
Jennifer, it's not letting me override your share screen. Oh, there we go. Hi, my name is Brandy Brenner and I'm with Pittsburg State University. Dana Bluebaugh is on the chat function tonight. She will be answering your questions, and she's a Northeast Kansas rep, whereas I'm the Central Western Kansas rep. So Pittsburg State University is located in the southeast corner of the state, almost to the Missouri line. There we go. If you'd like to get more information, please scan the QR in the top left-hand corner of your screen, and we will get that information to you in packet form if you'd like. So Pitt State by the numbers, we are home to just over 6,500 students. We have a 22-to-1 student-faculty ratio, and we have nearly 200 different degrees and programs of study. We offer over 150 different clubs and organizations. Most of those are student-led, and you can find more information out on our website by visiting academics.pittstate.edu. With the new requirements for 2020-2021, we do require a 2.25 GPA on a 4-point scale or a composite ACT score of 21 or higher, and of course that will be a super scored. Within our university, we do have 4 colleges, that being the Arts and Sciences, College of Business, College of Education, and College of Technology. So what I want to talk about is just a few different program highlights within those different colleges within the university. Our nursing program accepts 120 applicants per year. We have an interactive cadaver table, and we just got funding and the approval for a 5,000 square foot simulated hospital. Our business program is AACSB accredited, and it was named one of the top 10 business programs in America by the Knowledge Review magazine. Our education program is one of the few programs offered by a state institution in Kansas that has a unified teaching degree. That's where you can earn your standard teaching license as well as a special education endorsement, and it's only 6 hours additional for your program of study. By the time you finish at Pitt State with your education degree, you will log over 1,000 classroom hours, provided that you come to us your freshman year. We do partner you with a mentor teacher the second semester of your freshman year, and so those hours accumulate until you graduate. Plastics engineering, technology, construction management, automotive tech, and graphics, imaging, and technology are all housed within our College of Technology. So definitely check those out. Big entities within our university. Cost of attendance for our full-time students with tuition and fees is $37.52 a semester. That includes all the standard fees that all students have to pay. It is a flat rate tuition school. So whether you take 10 hours or 21 hours, you're paying the same price. That's about the equivalent to taking about 4 classes or about taking 7 classes. So the only thing additional that you're going to have is books, unless you're involved in the College of Technology, and then there will be a slight fee for that. So in-state rate is charged for Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. And then outlying states do require 150% of our tuition. So when it's all said and done, your academic year is going to be about $16,500 for your cost of attendance. So do keep that in mind. Our incoming freshmen, if you are living more than 50 miles away from campus as your permanent residency, you will be required to live in one of our 7 dorms and purchase a meal plan. That will cost you about $8,000 a year. The yellow dorms notated on the map are our standard traditional style dorms, and then our red ones are more of a suite style. So with the suite style, you have your own individual room, you share a bathroom with a roommate, and then there's 4 of you in that complex. Scholarships. We do offer a number of different scholarships. I always like to point out our honors college and what the criteria for that is. It's a minimum 28 ACT and a 3.5 GPA on a 4-point scale. It does require a separate application, and the consideration deadline for that is January 15th. So you have to be admitted into Pitt State as an incoming freshman before you can apply for that. So if you're graduating in 2021, let's get that taken care of. There are 3 tiers to our honors award: $9,500, $4,500, and $1,000. Each of those comes with a one-time study abroad stipend of $2,000 that you can use towards your travel any year, freshman through senior year. Academic Achievement Awards are automatically applied based on your ACT and your GPA, and they are looped. Our scholarship application is looped with our electronic application, so do keep that in mind as well. Financial aid, just want to point out that FAFSA is opened and our code is 001926, so please make sure you record that on your FAFSA. We are home to 10 varsity athletic programs. We are the winningest Division II football team in the nation. We have 8 national championship berths and 4 championships. We are also home to a notorious cross country and track and field team in Division II. Campus involvement, like I say, we do have a number of different student organizations, clubs, and activities for you to be involved in. Again, a couple of my favorite are Pitnet and the Hammocking Club. We also have esports club. We have weightlifting. We have a number of different intramural sports and club sports. Our girls rugby team is well known and very competitive, so do check that out as well. So the application process is online. $30 application fee. We will need a GPA and an ACT score. You can apply at admission.pittstate.edu/apply. We will require an official transcript with your ACT score upon completion of your senior year, so do keep that in mind as well. When you're ready for a visit, again, check out our admission page. You can visit virtually or in person. We also have our Rumble in the Jungle event tomorrow, where you'll get more information about programs on campus, as well as more insight about attending our university. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to type those into the Q&A bar there, and Dana or I will get those answered. There we are. Again, my name is Brandy Brenner. I am the Central Western Kansas rep, as well as the Western United States. Dana does Northeast Kansas, the KC metro area, and the Northeast section of the state. So have a great evening.
Great. Thank you so much, Brandy. We enjoyed hearing about Pitt State. All right. And our 6th presenter tonight will be Washburn University.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Savannah, and I am one of the reps with Washburn University. And in our chat, I actually have our director of admissions, Joseph Tinsley. His name has not changed. It says Paige Vanderlinden, but it is actually our director, Joseph Tinsley. So please feel free to drop him any questions. I know he will be happy to answer any of them. So tonight I'm going to share with you a little bit about why Washburn.
Savannah, just
Yes.
one quick, it's not in presentation mode yet, so I just wanted to let you know it could be a little bit larger for everyone to see.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thought that had clicked in. Okay, so some fun facts about Washburn is we have 6,500 students on campus, with our average class size being a little bit smaller than 30 students, which feeds into our 12-to-1 student faculty ratio. So for every 12 students, there is a faculty member, which is super awesome because 96% of our faculty have their PhDs or the highest degree possible in their discipline. And so we do not believe in TAs or GAs at Washburn. So you are actually being taught by those professors who have those PhDs or master's degrees, which is really awesome. We have over 200 different educational programs at Washburn. We give over $53 million in scholarships and financial aid annually, and we are NCAA Division II athletics. So your life as a student at Washburn, we have over 125 different student organizations. And if you have one that you would like to start and you don't see on our list, all you need is 8 other friends and a faculty member to provide that for you. For Greek life, we have 6 sororities and 5 fraternities. Athletics is baseball, basketball, football, golf, softball, tennis, volleyball, indoor and outdoor track and field, and cross country. Our student and recreation and Wellness Center was ranked the top 50, one of the top 50 in the United States. We were the only recreation center in the state of Kansas to make that list, and we are super proud of that. It has an awesome rock climbing wall that is free for students to climb. So if you want to learn how to rock climb, Washburn's the place to do it. Residential living, we have 4 different styles of residence halls. All of our styles are suite styles, so you're going to have roommates, but they all have their own private bathrooms, which I know is a huge plus factor. For Washburn academics, degree programs are housed in the College of Arts and Science, the School of Applied Studies, School of Business, School of Law, School of Nursing, and the Washburn Institute of Technology. If you would like to learn any more about these programs, please feel free to visit washburn.edu/AOS or area of study. So in Topeka, we are located in the capital city of Kansas. So with that comes a lot of really awesome advantages. So we're centrally located between shopping and restaurants, which is always really fun. But a lot of companies here in Topeka recognize the benefits of a Washburn degree. So to name a few, we do have businesses like Frito-Lay, Hills, Mars Chocolate Factory, my personal favorite, Goodyear Tire Company, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas, and so many more. For nursing and health-related fields, we have 3 major hospitals less than 5 minutes away from campus, which is really awesome for you to do those internships in nursing school. For political science, we are literally just minutes away from the state capitol building, which is really awesome. Our law school was actually ranked in the top 10 of non-Ivy League law schools. So very awesome for that one too. For criminal justice, the Topeka Police Department, the Kansas Highway Patrol, the KBI, and this Highway Patrol is awesome. The KBI is actually located on our campus, so that is really awesome. Lots of really great factors for you to go onto campus and see all of that take place. Many students love the hands-on experience with the KBI. For education, 7 Shawnee County Public School Districts plus notable private schools. We do have a fun arts and entertainment center with the Kansas Expo Center being there, so nationwide traveling shows do come to Topeka, so really cool to see those. And we also have Forge, which is Young Professionals of Topeka, which will actually get you out into the community volunteering, or if you want to just take place in a business to get the name out of a new business, that's another great thing to use that for. So let's talk a little bit about costs. The tuition per credit hour for Kansas residents is $309. So that with a 28-hour schedule is going to be around $8,652. We only have one fee at Washburn, which is $110 for the year, $55 a semester. So your tuition total for the year for students living off campus is $8,752. Room and board and a meal plan are going to average out to about $9,134. So an all-inclusive total at Washburn, we're looking at $17,886. For our freshman academic scholarships, these are auto-awarded. So once you apply to the university and we have one of these on file, we will automatically award you a scholarship ranging from $500 to $5,000. So how to apply for admissions at Washburn is to visit apply online at washburn.edu/apply. Right now, we are waiving all application fees through the month of October for Kansas students, just using the code FALL2020. We will need your official transcripts and test scores sent to the Office of Admissions. Those can be sent electronically through e-transcripts at washburn.edu. And our ACT code is 1474. Once applied, your application account, you can track your application status, the supplemental items we'll need to have sent to you, and register for events. We are doing in-person private tours on campus, and we are also doing event days on campus as well. So please feel free to look forward to those. We would love to have you on campus and show you what Washburn can do for you. So that is it for me tonight. Please feel free to contact us at admissions@washburn.edu. Once again, my name is Savannah, so feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.
Great, thank you so much. Since we have some great questions going in the Q&A and we still have a few more minutes, I would love all of the presenters to turn on their cameras, and we're going to answer a couple, at least one question to get started. So in the same order that you all presented, if you could share with our attendees, what is one favorite campus tradition that is a really big part of your student culture and community?
Hi, this is Whitney Dunbar with Missouri Southern State University. We have a couple different traditions. It's really based more on the student and what they want to get involved in. But we always start off the year with a big kickoff for all of our new students. It's hosted on the Sunday before classes start in August. So it's a great opportunity for students to come to campus and meet some new students right away. Look at some different club options to join and get familiar with campus. We always have free food, free t-shirts, and a ton of other giveaways. So that's what I would say. Obviously, attending all of our home games, you get in for free. That's always a great tradition to kind of start up for yourself.
Yeah, this is Kyle Stacken with Fort Hays State University. One cool tradition we have here on our campus is called Tiger Gold on Friday. We refer to it as TGOF, with our school colors being black and gold on TGOF days, which is every Friday. Students, faculty, staff, members of the community, we all wear our Tiger Gold, and you'll see thousands of people in Tiger Gold around the community of Hays. And our students get discounts on our campus, whether that's visiting our Starbucks that's on campus, or our Spirit Shop to buy some Tiger gear. And then around town, they can get discounts at local restaurants or anywhere that's participating as a TGOF sponsor. So Tiger Gold on Friday has been going on for a long time at Fort Hays State, and something that we're really proud of.
All right, hello, this is Austin from Peru State. Other than our tradition of not having any classes on Fridays, I live in Peru, Nebraska, and I am broadcasting to you live from a hill known as Gutbuster. It's about a 70 to 80% incline in every year to benefit our men's and women's cross country team. We run Nebraska's toughest mile. It starts from downtown Peru, goes up right over here, like 10 feet that way, and onto campus. And I can tell you, walking up this hill every day I should be 20 pounds lighter, but that's not the case. That's a fun tradition that we have every year during homecoming, is running of Nebraska's toughest mile.
Austin, I think that our admissions office needs the tradition of no work on Fridays, but we'll see how far that goes. At the University of Kansas, during our first week that you're a student on campus, it's called Hawk Week, and it's super fun to really be there during that time. It starts about a week before classes start. You get to go to events like the student organization night, where you get to learn from all the different student orgs that are on campus, sign up, join those things. There's concerts, there's all kind of fun things that happen. But one of my favorite nights that happens is the traditions night. And as an incoming freshman, you all go down to Booth Memorial Stadium, which is where we play football. And you learn about all the traditions. You learn the rock chalk chant, you learn waving the wheat, you lock arms with your neighbors and even strangers at that time, and you sing the alma mater, and I absolutely love that. Another tradition that I think is really great is we've got a Campanile bell tower on campus. It's a World War II memorial, and the myth there is that if you walk through it before you graduate, you won't actually graduate on time, because on graduation day you walk through the bell tower, you walk down the hill into Booth Memorial on graduation day. So don't walk through it before you graduate, or you won't graduate on time.
All right, at Pitt State, we do have a few traditions that we hold fast, tried and true to. One of those is a centennial bell. You ring that during guerrilla warm-up on the first day of your freshman year. You ring it again after commencement, and there is a third opportunity to ring that bell if you are nominated and awarded the Golden Gorilla for outstanding student involvement and academic achievement on the university campus, and those are held for juniors and seniors. Another thing is on game day, we have the Walk of Champions, where the football team comes through our walk into the stadium. They're escorted by the band, the cheer squad, the pep squad, and everybody lines up on either side. The team high fives, the coaches are there. Obviously, that's not happening this year, but it is one of our favorite things. And then, much like KU, we have a oval where we have our split-face gorilla, and it is well known that you do not walk on the gorilla. Otherwise, you do not graduate early, you do not graduate on time, and some people just don't graduate at all. So, yeah. But good traditions. And one of my favorite, just one more, is the firing of the ROTC cannon after every touchdown at the football games.
We do have a couple of traditions at Washburn. We have, my favorite is homecoming. We have this big event called Yell Like Hell, where all of the campus groups and organizations get together and they do these huge performances of dancing and lip syncing, and it's just hysterical. The entire school pretty much shows out for it. So we all cram into our basketball stadium and we all just watch ourselves have fun times. Literally favorite dances every year. It's just a really great time. We also have a seal that we do not walk over, otherwise you will not graduate. And we have a giant bell we ring on game day if we make a touchdown for football.
That's wonderful. Thank you all for sharing. It's almost like we had a themed traditions with bells and cannons and seals and symbols. So hopefully if the students choose to attend any of your institutions, they'll keep these in mind and stay on that path to graduation. This has been a wonderful night. Thank you so much for everyone who asked questions, for all of our presenters, for sharing information, answering the questions. We hope that all of our attendees will follow up with these schools to learn more following tonight. So when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as other sessions and presentations that are posted. So you'll be able to watch them in the future. Thank you again. Thank you to our presenters and attendees for everyone's time this evening, and we hope you have a wonderful night. Good night.